Have you ever wondered why some people seem to think faster, make decisions effortlessly, and always stay ahead? Is it luck, a natural gift, or is there something deeper at play? Here's the truth. Your brain is capable of far more than you think. Right now, it's running on patterns, habits, and conditioning that you may not even be aware of. But what if you could rewire it? What if you could train your brain to think sharper, act faster, and stay 2 steps ahead of the world? Stay with this video till the end, because what you're about to hear could change the way you use your mind forever. If you truly apply this, you will never feel stuck, slow, or uncertain again. The hidden power inside you. Most people don't realize this, but the brain is like a muscle. It strengthens when you challenge it and weakens when you don't. The problem is, society never teaches you how to train it. Instead, you're taught to memorize, follow rules, and stay inside the lines. But the human mind was never meant to be caged. It was meant to expand, adapt, and dominate challenges. Think about it. Every major breakthrough in history, every great innovation, and every game-changing idea came from a mind that refused to stay ordinary. These people weren't born different. They simply learned to think differently, and so can you. The illusion that holds you back, one of the biggest lies you've been told, is that intelligence is fixed, that some people are just born smarter, that you either have it or you don't. But science proves otherwise. The brain is neuroplastic. It means it can reshape itself at any time. It can grow stronger, faster, and sharper if you train it the right way. The only thing stopping you is the belief that you can't change. The moment you drop that belief, you unlock a new world of possibilities. Your mind is either your weapon or your cage. Here's the brutal truth. Your mind is working against you or for you. Right now, it's either making you sharper or keeping you stuck. And the way you think, the way you process information, and the way you react to challenges is all based on the habits you've built over time. Look at the most successful people. They don't just work hard, they think differently. They don't waste time overanalyzing. They don't drown in self-doubt. They train their minds to see opportunities where others see obstacles. They sharpen their focus, increase their speed, and move before the world even realizes what's happening. That's not magic. That's training. The mindset shift you need right now, if you want to train your brain, you need to stop thinking like the average person. Average people wait, they hesitate, they drown in distractions. Their minds are filled with useless thoughts, negative patterns, and self-imposed limits, and because of that, they move slowly. They let life happen to them instead of taking control. But high performers, those who dominate in their field, train their brains to be weapons. They cut out the noise, they focus on solutions. They move with precision and speed, and that's why they win. The first step to rewiring your brain. If you want to break free from mental sluggishness, start by recognizing your thought patterns. Ask yourself, what do I focus on daily? Growth or problems? Do I challenge my thoughts, or do I accept them without question? Do I take action fast, or do I overthink until the opportunity is gone? Your brain is always learning. The question is, what are you teaching it? If you feed it hesitation, doubt, and fear, it will give you a slow, uncertain life. But if you train it with speed, clarity, and action, it will turn into your greatest weapon. The choice is yours. And this is just the beginning. If you think this was powerful, wait until you hear what's coming next. The next section will show you how to unlock your hidden potential and reshape the way your brain operates forever. Stay with this till the end, because once you understand how to train your mind, your entire life will change. Are you ready? Let's go. If intelligence were fixed, no one would ever improve. No one would grow, adapt, or achieve more than what they were born with. But look around. History is filled with people who started with nothing and became unstoppable. Was it talent? Was it luck? No. It was the ability to train their minds beyond their limits. Your brain is not a machine stuck in place. It's a living, changing, adaptable system. Scientists call it neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, form new connections, and grow stronger with use. This means that every time you challenge your mind, it evolves. Every time you push beyond hesitation, your thinking speeds up. And every time you feed it new knowledge, your intelligence expands. But here's the problem. Most people don't train their brains at all. They live on autopilot, running the same mental loops every single day. They wake up with the same thoughts, react to life the same way, and wonder why nothing changes. They tell themselves, I'm not smart enough, or I just don't have the ability. But the truth is, they've never given their brains a chance to grow. The mind is like a muscle. It strengthens when you push it, but if you don't use it, it weakens. Every time you avoid a challenge, your brain learns to retreat. Every time you choose comfort over growth, your mental speed slows down. And if this pattern continues, you become stuck, not because you lack intelligence, but because you've trained your brain to stay small. But what happens when you do the opposite? What happens when you challenge yourself to think differently, to question your old beliefs? To push past hesitation? You activate a hidden part of your brain that most people never tap into. You become sharper, faster, and more capable than you ever thought possible. Your brain is waiting for a command. Either you train it for greatness, or you let it remain average. The choice is always yours. If the brain can be trained, if intelligence can grow, then why do so many people stay the same? Why do they struggle year after year, making little to no progress? The answer is simple. They are trapped by their own habits and thoughts. Most people live their lives in reaction mode. They don't control their thoughts control them. They don't shape their habits shape them. Without even realizing it, they fall into patterns that keep them stuck. Patterns of hesitation, patterns of fear, patterns of overthinking. And the worst part? They don't even question it. Think about it. Every time you say, I'll do it later, your brain learns to delay action. Every time you doubt yourself, your brain strengthens that doubt. Every time you avoid a challenge, your brain gets weaker. What you repeat becomes who you are. The brain doesn't care whether your habits serve you or destroy you. It just follows the program you give it. And most people, without knowing, program themselves to fail. They let distractions control them. They let fear dictate their choices. They let temporary discomfort stop them from permanent growth. But here's what successful people do differently. They take control of their mental programming. They challenge their thoughts. They interrupt old patterns. They break the cycle of hesitation and train themselves to think and act with precision. The difference between those who stay stuck and those who rise isn't intelligence. It's training. The brain is like a computer. If you run the same outdated software, you'll keep getting the same results. But the moment you upgrade your mental programming, everything changes. So ask yourself, are you running your mind, or is your mind running you? The answer to that question determines everything. Your brain is a powerful machine, but it doesn't run on intelligence alone. It runs on patterns. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, every reaction you have is part of a mental circuit that has been wired into you over time. And the scary part? Most of these circuits were not built by you. They were shaped by society, by fear, by habits you never questioned. But here's the breakthrough. You can rewire your brain. Every thought creates a pathway in your mind. The more you repeat a thought, the stronger that pathway becomes. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not smart enough, that thought carves a deeper road into your brain. Soon it becomes automatic. You don't even think about it. It just happens. And this is how people get trapped in cycles of doubt, hesitation, and failure. But the same process that creates negative patterns can also create powerful, unstoppable mental circuits. The moment you choose to replace doubt with belief, hesitation with action, and fear with confidence, your brain starts rewiring itself. At first, it feels unnatural. Your mind will resist. But with repetition, new pathways are formed, and suddenly what once felt impossible becomes effortless. This is why successful people think differently. They've trained their minds to respond to challenges with clarity instead of confusion, to face uncertainty with action instead of fear, to see setbacks as learning, not failure. Your brain is always learning. The only question is, what are you teaching it? If you don't take control, it will default to weakness. But if you consciously build stronger thought patterns, your mind will become your greatest weapon. It won't happen overnight, But every time you push yourself beyond your old thinking, you take one step closer to mastery. And when your mind is mastered, your life follows. Thinking smarter isn't about knowing all the answers. It's about asking the right questions. The way you think determines the way you act, and the way you act determines the life you build. But most people never question their own thoughts. They accept them as truth, even when those thoughts are keeping them stuck. A weak mind jumps to conclusions. It assumes. It reacts emotionally. It clings to old beliefs, even when they no longer serve a purpose. But a trained mind, a sharp mind, it questions everything. It doesn't just accept information. It analyzes, breaks it down, and finds new angles that others overlook. The difference between success and failure often comes down to how you process problems. Most people see obstacles and stop, but high achievers, they train their brains to see solutions where others see limits. They don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" They ask, "How can I use this to my advantage?" Your brain is built for problem solving, but only if you give it the right instructions. If you feed it weak questions, "Why am I not good enough?" it will find proof that you're not. But if you train it to ask powerful questions, "What can I learn from this? How can I move forward?" it will start looking for answers that push you higher. Thinking smarter also means removing the mental clutter. Most people overload their brains with useless information, distractions, and negativity. They let external noise shape their internal world. But a powerful thinker filters their thoughts. They stay focused on what matters. They train their mind to be efficient, sharp, and clear. Your thoughts create your reality. Train yourself to think smarter and your entire life will shift. The mind is either your greatest tool or your greatest barrier. The choice is yours. Your brain has two modes, fast thinking and slow thinking. The difference between success and failure often comes down to which one you rely on. Most people get stuck in slow thinking. They hesitate, overanalyze, and drown in doubt. They spend so much time thinking about their next move that they never make it. Every decision feels heavy. Every action feels risky. And in the end, they stay exactly where they are, not because they aren't capable, but because they never trained their minds to move. But high achievers, they operate with a fast brain. They don't waste time overthinking. They've trained themselves to make quick, sharp decisions and trust their instincts. When an opportunity appears, they move. When a problem arises, they act. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it. Fast thinking isn't reckless. It's trained. It comes from building mental speed. The more you expose your brain to challenges, the faster it processes information. The more you practice making decisions, the sharper your instincts become. And the more you take action, the less fear controls you. Slow thinkers miss opportunities. They sit on ideas until it's too late. But fast thinkers own opportunities. They trust their preparation, they learn from their mistakes, and they keep moving forward. The truth is, your brain already knows what to do. The only thing slowing you down is hesitation. Train yourself to think fast, and life will start moving in your favor. Overthinking is the silent killer of action. It drains your energy, clouds your judgment, and keeps you stuck in a cycle of hesitation. Most people don't fail because they lack intelligence or ability. They fail because they think too much and do too little. The mind is powerful, but if left unchecked, it becomes your worst enemy. It replays past mistakes. It fears future outcomes. It creates problems that don't even exist. And the more you feed it doubt, the stronger that doubt becomes. Successful people know this. That's why they cut overthinking at the root. They don't waste time analyzing every possibility. They make decisions, take action, and adjust along the way. They understand that clarity comes from movement, not endless thought. Perfection is an illusion. No decision will ever feel 100% safe. No action will come without risk. But waiting for the perfect moment is the biggest mistake you can make. Because opportunity doesn't wait. The longer you hesitate, the more likely you are to do nothing at all. If you want to escape the overthinking trap, start by shifting your mindset. Instead of asking, "What if this goes wrong?" ask, "What if this goes right?" Instead of fearing failure, focus on what you will learn. Instead of waiting for confidence, take action, because confidence is built through action, not before it. Every second you spend overthinking is a second you could have spent moving forward. Train yourself to act, and your mind will follow. The faster you break the cycle, the faster your life changes. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't intelligence, it's speed. It's the ability to act before doubt creeps in, before fear takes over, before hesitation kills momentum. Most people wait. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect conditions. But waiting is a trap. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to move. Your brain starts creating excuses. It convinces you that you need more time, more knowledge, more preparation. And before you know it, the opportunity is gone. Successful people understand one key principle: action creates clarity. They don't waste time debating every option. They take the first step, then adjust along the way. They know that mistakes can be corrected, but inaction leads to nothing. The brain thrives on movement. When you take immediate action, you train your mind to adapt, to think on its feet, to overcome obstacles in real time. But when you hesitate, your brain slows down. It enters a cycle of doubt, overthinking, and procrastination. The longer you stay still, the harder it becomes to move. Want to train your brain to think faster and act smarter? Start now. The moment you feel hesitation creeping in, take a small step forward. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be something. Because once you're in motion, momentum takes over. Speed is a skill. Decision-making is a muscle. The more you practice immediate action, the sharper your instincts become. The faster you move, the more doors open. And in a world that rewards speed, those who act first always have the advantage. Hesitation kills dreams. Action builds them. Train yourself to move and watch how quickly your life transforms. Hesitation is the enemy of progress. Every time you delay a decision, you weaken your ability to trust yourself. You train your brain to second guess, to doubt, to freeze under pressure. But the most successful people, they operate differently. They train their minds to decide fast and move forward with confidence. Making quick decisions isn't about guessing. It's about conditioning your brain to process information efficiently. The more you do it, the sharper you become. It's a skill, not a talent. And like any skill, it can be developed. Here's how you do it. Set a time limit for decisions. The longer you think, the more doubt creeps in. Force yourself to make small decisions within seconds and bigger ones within minutes or hours. Speed builds confidence. Trust your instincts. Your brain is more powerful than you realize. It absorbs patterns, experiences, and lessons even when you're not aware of it. Overthinking weakens intuition, but action strengthens it. Trust yourself and adjust if necessary. Eliminate unnecessary choices. Too many options slow you down. Reduce decision fatigue by simplifying your choices. High achievers don't waste mental energy on trivial things. They focus their brain power on what truly matters. Reframe fear as feedback. Most hesitation comes from fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of making the wrong move. But fear is just information. Use it as feedback, not as a stop sign. Commit and adjust. No decision will ever be perfect. The key is to commit, take action, and refine along the way. Progress comes from movement, not from endless planning. Every time you make a fast decision, you rewire your brain to trust itself. You break free from the paralysis of overthinking. And as you sharpen this skill, life moves in your favor. Speed isn't reckless. It's power. Train your brain to move fast, and the world won't be able to keep up with you. The biggest obstacle to thinking smarter and acting faster isn't lack of intelligence. It's the mental barriers you've built over time. These barriers are invisible, yet they control everything you do. They make you doubt yourself. They make you hesitate. They make you stay stuck in the same patterns year after year. But here's the truth. Every barrier in your mind is created by belief. And what is built by belief can be destroyed by belief. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, "I'm not ready. I don't have enough experience. What if I fail?" These thoughts don't come from reality. They come from conditioning. They come from past failures, from society's expectations, from fear. And if you accept them as truth, they become your reality. But successful people, they break the pattern. They understand that mental barriers are just illusions. They refuse to let fear dictate their choices. They train their minds to override hesitation and replace doubt with action. How do you do this? Challenge every limiting thought. Instead of "I'm not ready," say "I'll never be ready, so I might as well start now." Instead of "What if I fail?" ask "What if I succeed?" Instead of "I don't have the skills," remind yourself, skills are built through action. Your brain listens to every word you tell it. Feed it power, and it will make you powerful. Mental barriers don't break overnight, but every time you take action despite fear, every time you move forward instead of hesitating, those barriers start to crack, and one day you'll realize the only thing that was ever holding you back was you. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you train. It's not about being fearless, it's about acting despite fear. But most people let fear win. They let doubt control their decisions. They wait to feel ready before they take action. And that's exactly why they stay stuck. Here's the truth. Confidence comes from action, not the other way around. You don't wait until you feel confident to start. You start, and confidence follows. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, every time you make a decision without overthinking, your brain rewires itself. It learns that fear doesn't have to stop you. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. But if you don't challenge it, it weakens. Every time you hesitate, every time you let doubt take over, you reinforce a weak mindset, and over time, that weakness becomes your default setting. Want to reprogram your brain for unstoppable confidence? Start small. Do something uncomfortable every single day. Speak up when you'd rather stay silent. Take action when you feel uncertain. Make decisions without waiting for reassurance. At first, your mind will resist. Fear will try to pull you back. But the more you push through, the more natural confidence becomes. And soon, hesitation won't even be a thought, it will be a thing of the past. The world belongs to those who trust themselves. Rewire your mind and nothing will be out of reach. Success isn't about talent, it's about mental toughness. It's the ability to keep going when things get hard, to push through discomfort, to train your mind to stay sharp under pressure. And the good news? Mental toughness isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. Most people quit when things get difficult. They avoid challenges, escape discomfort, and break down when faced with adversity. But those who rise to the top, they do the opposite. They embrace struggle. They train themselves to stay calm under pressure. They see obstacles as tests, not threats. This is how your brain works. Every time you push through discomfort, you rewire it to become stronger. The more you expose yourself to challenges, the less fear controls you. The more you practice discipline, the less temptation distracts you. The more you face failure head-on, the less it defines you. Here's how to build unstoppable mental toughness. Control your response to stress. When things go wrong, don't react emotionally. Take a deep breath, step back, and analyze the situation logically. Train yourself to stay calm when others panic. Do hard things every day. Growth comes from discomfort. Challenge yourself daily. Whether it's waking up earlier, taking cold showers, or pushing yourself past mental limits, every challenge makes you stronger. Detach from negative emotions. Weak minds are controlled by emotions. Strong minds control their emotions. Don't let fear, doubt, or frustration dictate your actions. Acknowledge them, then move forward anyway. Reframe every struggle as an opportunity. Instead of thinking, "Why is this happening to me?" train yourself to think, "What is this teaching me?" Every setback is a chance to grow. Never rely on motivation. Rely on discipline. Motivation is temporary, it fades. But discipline stays. The strongest minds take action whether they feel like it or not. Mental toughness is built through action. The more you push your limits, the more unshakable you become. Train your mind to be stronger than your emotions, and nothing will stand in your way. Your brain is a high-performance machine, but even the best machines break down when overworked. Most people don't fail because they're not smart or capable. They fail because their minds are too exhausted to function at full power. Mental fatigue slows thinking, weakens decision-making, and kills motivation. If you want to think smarter and act faster, you must master the art of mental energy management. Here's the truth. Your brain doesn't need more effort, it needs better efficiency. You don't need to work harder, you need to eliminate what drains your mind and focus only on what sharpens it. How do you do that? You remove the mental clutter. Cut out decision fatigue. Every small decision drains mental energy. Reduce unnecessary choices. Simplify your routine. Save your brain power for what truly matters. Eliminate useless information. Most people overload their brains with negativity, distractions, and meaningless noise. Protect your mind. Consume content that sharpens your thinking, not dulls it. Master the power of deep work. Train your brain to focus. Shut off distractions. Work in focused time blocks. When you concentrate fully, you get more done in less time with less effort. Protect your mental energy like a billionaire. The world's most successful people don't waste time on nonsense. They guard their mental space. If something doesn't serve their goals, they cut it out. No hesitation. Prioritize recovery. A sharp mind needs rest. Sleep, meditation, exercise. These aren't luxuries, they're necessities. If you burn out, you slow down. If you recharge, you stay unstoppable. Most people let mental fatigue control them, but high achievers control their mental energy. They cut out distractions, sharpen their focus, and operate at peak performance every single day. Your mind is your greatest tool. Keep it sharp, and you will always be ahead. Your brain is a powerful computer, and like any computer, it runs on programs. The problem? Most people are running the wrong ones. Programs of doubt, fear, and hesitation. If you want to think smarter and act faster, you must reprogram your mind for automatic success. Every thought you repeat becomes a command to your brain. Think weak thoughts and you will act weak. Think powerful thoughts and you will act powerful. The mind doesn't care what you feed it, it simply follows orders. So, what orders are you giving it? Here's how to install a success mindset. Feed your brain success signals. Stop repeating negative thoughts. Stop telling yourself you're not good enough. Start feeding your mind with powerful affirmations. I move fast. I think clearly. I take action without fear. Your brain listens to what you say. Surround yourself with high-level thinking. Your environment shapes your mindset. Surround yourself with people, books, and ideas that push you forward. Cut out negativity, excuses, and low-energy influences. Train your brain to expect wins. Most people expect failure, so that's what they get. Winners expect success, and their minds find ways to create it. Shift your default setting to victory. Make action your default mode. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't hesitate. The moment you think of something productive, act. Train your brain to move before doubt has a chance to grow. Turn discipline into habit. At first, pushing yourself is hard, but over time, discipline becomes automatic. Success isn't about motivation, it's about consistency. Keep showing up and your mind will adapt. Every time you reinforce these programs, you make success your new normal. The brain will always follow its strongest patterns. Make sure yours are leading you forward, not holding you back. Everything in your life, your success, your failures, your habits starts in one place: your mind. If you control your mind, you control your future. If you let it control you, you stay stuck. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't isn't luck or talent, it's mental mastery. Most people live as prisoners to their thoughts. They let fear stop them. They let doubt slow them. They let old habits dictate their future. But the truth is, you are not your thoughts. You are the master of them. And once you take full control, nothing can stop you. Here's how to become the master of your mind. Observe your thoughts, don't obey them. Your mind will throw doubts, fears, and excuses at you. Don't react blindly. Step back, observe, and decide which thoughts deserve your attention. Control your mind, or it will control you. Detach from emotion. Focus on action. Fear, frustration, laziness. These emotions slow you down. But emotions are just signals, not commands. A strong mind acts despite emotion. Rewire your identity. Your actions follow your identity. If you see yourself as slow, weak, or indecisive, that's how you'll behave. But if you reprogram yourself as someone who is sharp, fast, and unstoppable, your mind will align with that vision. Practice relentless self-discipline. Mastery isn't built in a day, it's built through daily commitment, through consistently pushing past limits, through showing up even when you don't feel like it. Never let comfort win. The mind craves ease, but ease leads to mediocrity. Train yourself to seek challenges, embrace discomfort, and grow through resistance. Your brain is the most powerful tool you own. It can either be your greatest weapon or your biggest weakness. The choice is yours. Master your mind, and you will master your destiny.